last week to see what my movements were, see what was going on in my life and my football life, and just to make contact and see where we're at. It's obviously a position that I was interested in as soon as I spoke to him. I kept an eye on the club with Joe being here and family connections, and this is my club really. So I've always kept an eye on what's going on and was aware pretty soon on Saturday evening that Kev had resigned. So I was keeping a close eye on things. It didn't take me too long at all. It was pretty instant. The only bit was logistically just making sure that when I say yes, I'm committed 100% and I'm in. And I wanted to just make sure I checked that, and once it was a yes, it was a yes. But in my mind, I was in straight away. Watty and I have known each other for years. When I started playing senior football at 14 at Walton United before the merger, Watty was not as grey as he is now, and was playing then. So he's known me from a teenager, and I think that helps. We've known each other for a long time and kept in touch through various stages of that. So I think our football roots are in the same place. We've got an understanding and a friendship that goes beyond this role now and this job. And I think that will help. I think that strength of relationship will help. So I'm here to completely back him. I'm here to bring my own opinions and thoughts to it. I'm here to add lots to that partnership. And be the best assistant I can. I live in Ipswich. I live near Tesco's, so off Copdock roundabout, so I'm up there. So good location for down the A12 and the 14. I've got a couple of businesses, a sports coaching and performing arts business in local primary schools, which is brilliant. I love doing that. And I invest in property as well, so I've got a property business. I'm a Felixstowe boy. I'm passionate about the club. I'm passionate about the town and us doing well. So I think that's really important. From an outset, a core value is about the club doing well, and there's a burning desire in my stomach for that to happen. I've played at a half decent level, and I've been around some clubs and seen some games of football and some players. So I think hopefully that experience and that professionalism of being at a high level will help. I want to do well. I want to do well. So hopefully, my aim is to help raise things onto a different level, go up again in terms of everything. Not necessarily the league straight away, but how everything's done. Bring some contacts into it too. Everything has to change. Everything has to change because otherwise it's not sustainable. I think we've got a live example down the road with Histon. If you can't get beyond 300, 400 fans when you go up into a conference level and your wage bill's through the roof, then it's really difficult to sustain. If you lose a benefactor, then you're in trouble. And unfortunately, I played there and I loved my time there, and they were flying high when I was there. But they haven't got the foundations of a really solid club to sustain that level they got up to. Whereas here, I think we absolutely can. I think we can match that. You look at other football clubs locally like Sudbury, and they are capable of sustaining a higher level of football because they generate their own cash and they've got a fan base, they've got a facility, and I think that's the clever thing that the club here are doing at the same time as trying to progress on the pitch.
How do you think Joe's going to feel about you being here?
At the moment, I think he's happy. We'll wait and see with certain decisions and how things go in the next few weeks, but I want him to do well. I'm desperate for him to do well, and I'm desperate to do well as well, and I think that'll work well together. I'm here obviously to do a job as assistant manager, but we've had a few chats about it and a bit of banter about certain situations, but we'll be fine. I think it'll add another strength because it's a family football club. It's got a family feel running all the way through it. The Ainsley boys are in the side together, and now there's me and Joe, and
there's
a lot of people know each other. So football club is Ipswich is my club. Always was growing up as a boy. Was my club, and as you play in the professional game, it kind of for me it tarnished the supporting role that I played. You see the game from a different angle, and you see it differently. So I wouldn't really say I'm a supporter of a particular side now. But I definitely look out for all of the clubs I played for, so Norwich, Bournemouth, and and then even to Kings Lynn and Histon and Leiston, Lowestoft and Sudbury. So yeah, look out for all of those sides and support them, but I'd still say Ipswich if I was pushed.
Nice one. Well, great. I'm sure, on behalf of everybody at the club, I'm sure everybody wants to say thanks for coming.
No,
Very
I
welcome.
can't wait to get going.
Yeah,
Cheers,
brilliant.
thank
Nice
you.
one.
Cheers.